Open-minded skeptics are the best investigators in this world. You're going to have to fight me on this one if you actually want to prove me wrong, because I think they'll figure out the answer better than anyone, because they have no say in the game. They don't actually care. They don't have preferences. They don't have any politics. They don't have any bias. They just want to fucking know. And because they don't actually inherently trust you or whatever you're fucking saying, they will look for every fucking hole and every possibility where that could be wrong. And they'll never attack you on things that are not substantiated to the argument, like what you look like, your politics, your basis, your judgment, your personality, your quirks, things that are irrelevant to the conversation, because they're so fixated on what is the answer. Is it yes or is it no? And the best part is they don't care. They don't care which one it is. It's just, who is it? Is it yes or is it no? And that's what I think I am. If you were to ask me about my views on astrology about 5 years ago, I would tell you I don't believe in astrology, really. I don't really understand it, so I really can't say. Because the thing about being an open-minded skeptic is I will never discredit something that I have not fully investigated. Because if I don't know enough to have a basis, I can't give you my take. I can't say it's completely wrong because I don't know. So the moment that I start going down whether or not it's correct or not, and I start seeing more things lying the fuck up and more things lying the fuck up than I've ever fucking seen my whole life, then you should know that there is something fucking here. Because I am still, to this day, as many videos as I'm making about this fate, destiny, fucking karma shit, I am still trying actively to discredit whatever the fuck I'm being told and what I'm seeing, because I'm still skeptical. I don't believe it. And I think it makes me the perfect vehicle for this. And that's probably why I am destined for this fucking role, because I don't even trust myself. I don't trust my own findings. I'm completely looking at them over and over all the fucking time, because that's weird. How does it add up? Does everyone's chart look like this? And no, the answer is no, evidently. And that's where I've been, that you'd like to know. So I know this is called the Where is Britney podcast, and I wanted to touch on that briefly because Britney Spears will always be an overall kind of theme of this podcast and what we talk about. And honestly, I'll shut this the fuck down when she comes out on a live video in person, or we find out whatever the fuck happens, because I'm not going to stop the conversation about Britney Spears. Even if you come in and you're listening, you're like, the fuck? But why does it say Where is Britney Spears? You'll go down that fucking rabbit hole and you'll end up where we are at. And until that day fucking happens, we are staying the fuck where we are. But I wanted to let you know that me talking about different subjects in the context of this podcast does not mean that I do not care about her. It was more that at one point I realized that I had to open up and broaden the conversation to bring it back to her. I think social engineering has been a huge proportion of our modern day existence, at least the last 50 years. And a lot of it is being what's okay to talk about, what's appropriate to talk about, and what's not appropriate to talk about. But the thing is, when we're not talking about things, we don't actually know what we think. And we're getting these pundits that talk online, but a lot of them are probably just paid opposition, or, you know, so that we form the idea that society is more small and narrow than it actually is. And like I keep saying, I think we have a lot more in common than we don't. And I think that there has been a huge orchestrated social engineering and maneuvering about the general populace so that they don't ever unite again. Because when we unite, it's fucking terrifying. Did you know you only need about 5% of a population to start a revolution? That's terrifying. You don't want those 5% to know they like each other. Only 5% of them need to know. And good thing they've ruined our education system, because those bitches can't do math. They'll never fucking figure it out. Maybe the devil's biggest trick was making us think that we were actually not united when we actually were. I mean, obviously, it's going to take a lot fucking more because there's a lot of things in play. But at the end of the day, I do really believe that if this is a game of good versus evil, which I don't like binary constructs, but here we are. The evil is assuming that we do not have anything in common. When we look at the music we listen to, look at the emotions we feel, we have so much in fucking common. Humans have so much in common, regardless of race, gender, etc. The more of us that speak up, the more of us that talk about what we're actually fucking feeling, what we actually think about these things, we'll realize we are one. Because, okay, when we share ideas, even if we differ with each other, we just make each other better. And that's what I was talking about being an open-minded skeptic. Arguments don't make us worse. Arguments make us better. What makes us worse is when people disrespect each other and they don't argue on the substance of the conversation. If people were to actually fucking attack my videos about the AI with the actual fucking basis instead of actually attacking my personality or the way I say it. And you know what? I do love the feedback that actually does push me to look harder into it. Like, if it wasn't for all the fucking hate, I wouldn't get so motivated to go do some shit. So like when I made the video asking ChatGPT to confirm and give sources about what the differences of the things were, I didn't know those things. And that's because of all the fucking hate you guys gave me. Not you, my followers, but anyone else listening. That's all your fucking hate. Your hate makes me better. So fuck you and fuck me too, right? Also, I want to close with something that I really want to push, is that I don't ever call what I'm working on or these things that we talk about conspiracy theories, because I think that language is very important, especially if you think and you put the ideas of how manifestation works. Language is a tool that would help you manifest further if you gave specific meanings to certain words. So even if you feel proud and you're like, I'm a conspiracy theorist, no. We're fucking philosophers, you guys. We're fucking critical thinkers. We're not the words they gave us. Because those words reiterate and perpetuate the stereotype that they want to box us into. They made these words to discredit us immediately. So when people hear it, they go, oh, I don't want that. No, we're philosophers. Because philosophy is just being critical about your thinking and being open-minded to having flexibility about it. And these big questions that we're tackling here. Because where is Britney Spears in all this? She's in everything. It's all connected. And I know that sounds insane, but if it wasn't for Britney Spears, I wouldn't be down these rabbit holes. I wouldn't be here talking. I wouldn't be here on this channel right now for you to listen to. And I do believe that she's critical to understanding what this is all about. So that's why the channel will stay. Where's Britney Spears? Because where the fuck is she? And what the fuck is happening? I secretly really like these podcast episodes. They give me a way to be so free with my thoughts. And it is terrifying for someone who does not like to talk about things unless they're certain. So people don't give them shit on it. Because like, I'm certain on this, bitch. I'm going to fight for this. Like, this is where I'm going to advocate for on, because I did so much fucking research into this. And I have come to the conclusion that I feel very confident in. And to tell people that I'm open-minded and this is just, I'm like a wave. You know, we're going to just go with the flow, you know, and like new information is going to make more tides or not. People don't understand that lately. Like there's like something in our culture where people have become, they boxed into some binary thinking. Everything's black and white. Everything's right or wrong. Everything's yes or no. And you forget that the world is fucking gray, bitch. The world is gray. So it is terrifying. When I first started making videos, I was terrified of being online. I was terrified of the fucking hate. I made videos when I was a kid. It was not fucking nice. I mean, luckily, in previous lifetimes, I have obviously so much over-exuding confidence that whenever those things hit, I'm like, no, I don't believe it. So I don't know if I could have done it if I didn't have, in this lifetime, I like to joke and say it's because my grandpa has always, like, he's my hype man. He's like, you're the best Gong, and Gong means like child of him. He's like, you're so fucking great, Gong. And I'm like, thank you, Grandpa, I am. So that if people are trying to tear me down, like, you're gonna have to try really fucking hard, because that man hyped me the fuck up. So I am at a level 30 out of 10. I don't know how you're gonna get that down back to something even slightly lower, but good fucking luck. So that's why I could make these videos when I was younger, and the internet was mean back then. Like, we didn't know shit about psychology. We didn't know about, like, people were like self, and it's like, whoa, 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 why would you say that to me? And there was no chill back then, okay? YouTube back then was like just like 4chan today. Like, ugh, I want to get out of here. It feels icky here. And yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, speaking, it is probably more vulnerable than I would like to be. And when I actually first started putting these podcasts out, I was fucking terrified by your reactions. But the reaction was overwhelmingly positive that I was honestly surprised. Obviously, the zodiacs come up a lot because I've been doing a lot of research into this, but I think I was designed the way I was designed on purpose. Like, it is perfectly imperfect. It is somebody who feels so fucking much, who wants to talk about it, and needs to talk about it. And you know what? They're not gonna even fucking think about it. The second guess it, they're just gonna do it because they're in Aries. Someone made a video today talking about their favorite zodiac signs that I happened to see. And I've never thought my combination was any good. And it was all those things. Every video that's ever gone viral on my page, I literally was angry. And it felt like the right thing to do at that moment, despite the fact that I was always afraid. When I made the video about Katy Perry, I was fucking terrified. I don't like being angry. when I made the Britney Spears video, I was so fucking angry. And like, I don't know, but things look wrong, you guys. Like, what the fuck is happening over here? But I don't want a lot of hate. And they did well. And what I found was there's more people who feel what I feel than I thought didn't. Even though I was so fucking afraid to put it online. So that's what this channel would be about. We'll talk about some more things about that. We'll talk about more things that, just things I generally don't like talking about. And it feels like myself. But when you're the subject of the video, which I never wanted to be the subject of my own video. So for anyone skeptical, I get it. I think it's ludicrous that I'm making these accusations that I was all these people. I think it's preposterous, and I think it's so much ego. But the problem is, it lines up. And because I'm a person who goes by, if it lines up, it lines up. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. A straight line is a straight fucking line, bitch. I can't make cricket no matter how fucking much I stare at it. I can't. All I can do is present it. You can argue with me, hopefully, on the basis of my argument and make me fucking better. Because if I'm wrong, good. We'll get closer to the truth. And that's my 2 cents. Thanks. And this is who I see. And if you're new, please like, subscribe, or whatever the fuck you need to do to get the next episode. Talk to you later.